Away from the fraught of sins of some of the overzealous police officers enforcing the law, the crisis has in fact brought out the best in some of them. NTV's Lois Wangoi brings us the story of a police officer in Tot, that's in Marakwet County, arming her community against the pandemic with face masks that she's making herself.
Tot village stands out as a blip in the breathtaking Kerio Valley, tucked away on the edge of the map. But here at the Tot police station, we find yet another of these small villages' outstanding features. 29-year-old police constable Caroline Makena is a frontline hero, armed with not just her gun but her sewing kit. She has been taking her time and money to make masks for the community, which she distributes for free. She has been here since last year in these troubled lands known better for cattle rustling and banditry.
It's called Tot. Many people call it territory of trouble. Others call it a town of trouble.
But now she is easing the residents' trouble of getting their hands on face masks that medical experts advise go a long way in offering protection from infections. For now, she is their beacon of hope in these bleak times. Her motivation, not just to enforce government guidelines, but to ensure the safety of her people whose lives have barely left the ground.
So I went to my friends and asked for a sewing machine. I got one. I realized I can also improvise the materials. So with the neem paper bags, the carrier bags, I sent someone who bought me 50 pieces at 350. I also sent for a thread at 20 shillings.
Caroline makes these masks daily. While on duty, she produces 30 pieces. On her off days, she makes 70 pieces.
A mask that doesn't pull your ears, a mask that doesn't depend on the size of your hand. Just put it on like this.
In the war against the pandemic, the police constable has found help from her new recruit. Caroline Chepkosgei helps her produce the masks.
It has a lot of challenges. It's not stable. I have to support it with stone. It's not stable, but it's working. The biggest challenge is that it's very tiresome.
On this day, we join her in her mission to distribute these protective equipment to her community.
In fact, whenever I'm buying my own sanitaries, I don't buy a single pack for myself. I may buy a dozen and above, which is not actually very expensive. It's less than 1,000. And then I would have them in my house. In case any girl needs them, they would come and pick from my house.
In the evening, you will find her at Tot Trading Center distributing her free masks. Her mission takes her and her colleagues to the remote nerves of her community.
Been working around the ward with the public health officers, the Minister of Health, the police, and other law enforcers to ensure that all the people comply with the regulations.
Lois Wangoi, NTV, in the county of Marakwet.